to the NBA on 2K Sports. And tonight, we've got the Charlotte Hornets playing against the Phoenix Suns. Joined in the booth with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, this is Kevin Harlan. Our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. DA, take it away.
Hey, Kevin, if you'll allow a DC kid to be a little parochial right now, while there are some basketball hotbeds throughout the world, Prince George's County in the heart of Maryland is among the finest. A litany of NBA players have come from PG, including Kevin Durant, Victor Oladipo, Markelle Fultz, Michael Beasley, and Quinn Cook. KD said, "It's just in the water. This is what we do." Guys?
Great stuff as always, DA. Thanks. And a chance here now to look at the rookie race. Never too soon to see how some of the fresh faces in the league are holding up. We've got quite a few youngsters looking to put their name in the front of the Rookie of the Year race. And you look at Ball. He's coming out of the gate this year and playing so well. Third spot in our ranking. But with the way he's played, the sky's the limit for him.
And he's kicked off his rookie season in tremendous fashion, earning that #3 spot on the list.
I'm not going to be shocked if he's able to leapfrog the other two guys that are sitting in front of him right now. I think he certainly has just as much, if not more, talent than those other two.
And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Andre Ayton out there with Jay Crowder. Then it's Chris Paul. Then there's Devin Booker. And it's Craig in at the 3 spot. And for Charlotte, Washington and Zeller are in the middle. Rozier's out there with Ball. And it's Hayward in at the 3. And it's the Suns to start out. Paul looking over the floor. Pass to Booker. Reagan, 1991, you were drafted 12th overall. Talk about early expectations as a first-round pick. Your son going through it right now.
Yeah, no doubt. Listen, everyone wants to see what you've got. And also, you want to prove that you belong. And so, because of that, though, especially in today's game, sometimes judgment comes way too quickly. And we've seen it with a lot of great young players that because they come in a lot earlier in terms of their age, it may take them an extra year or two to figure it all out. And so the teams that are most patient in allowing those kids to mature at their own level tend to be the ones that get the higher rewards.
Indeed. And we see so much impatience, and it causes problems. And so it's the Suns getting on the board first. Here's Booker, and they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Devin Booker is such a natural and gifted scorer. Even when he gets hit on that play, he stays in control with that shot.
And Bones, Devin Booker capable of big nights. One of just a few players with multiple games of at least 59 points.
Well, he's always looking to put pressure on the defense, and he's got such a wide array of skills. Not only shooting the basketball, but has shown off more of his patience and playmaking ability as he moves through his career.
Free throw good, Booker.
And Devin Booker had surgery on that right hand back in the summer of 2018. Took the opportunity to work on his left hand, and ever since, his game has just gone to another level.
You wonder how much confidence, GA, he's had in making plays, not only scoring the ball with the left hand, but assisting with the left hand, and what that's opened up for him in terms of opportunities to be more effective as an offensive weapon.
Here's Paul, following the bucket by the Hornets. First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. Clock at 6. Passes to Ayton. Lets the 3 fly. No good. And Charlotte will go the other way with it. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks.
When they ran the offense right, they found some easy shots. But on that occasion, it was few and far between.
Yeah, lots of ups and downs. One good possession, 2 bad ones, 1 good one. They could never get on a steady run and play some solid offense.
Here's Booker. Following the basket by LaMelo Ball. And the shot goes down. Booker's got his second bucket of the night.
And Booker getting more and more comfortable fighting through NBA defenses. He used his ability there to get through contact.
Ball, the pass to Zeller. Here's Rozier. They get a hand on it, and stolen by Ayton. And up the court come the Suns on the break. The pass to Craig. Over Hayward. Zeller grabs the board. Hornets trail by 3. And now running up the court, Hayward's pushing it up, and it's blocked. And now the Suns, a fast break. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. And the wide open shot from Crowder. Here's Ayton. Pass to Crowder. Ball against Paul. On the wing, Booker. They shoot again. And that's 2 points on the layup. Booker's got 7 points.
Now, finishes like that are pretty impressive from Devin Booker, who we know is a great outside shooter.
And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Charlotte Hornets. Hayward outside. Booker against Ball. Pass to Rozier. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball.
Never shy about shooting the rock. We've seen Rozier go off in the playoffs before. He loves the limelight.
Now here's Crowder. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Booker with no one around, and he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Hornets have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Here's Hayward. Here's Zeller. No good. That would have tied it.
We're not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
And it's Paul missing. Charlotte trailer. Fast break now for Charlotte. Here's Hayward. Out to the wing. Crowder with the steal. And Phoenix pushing it up now. Paul with the ball. Trying to get open is Crowder. No good with the triple. Here's the Hornets with the ball. Here's Hayward. And he hits it to tie the game up.
And the release on Hayward's shot, just so smooth. He makes the play with urgency, but doesn't let that compromise his mechanics.
Now here's Booker. He had 25 points in the win against Dallas.
It was never all about himself. He came away with a lot of assists in that game and just kind of kept everybody in the mix.
There's the lob to the hoop. And it's Washington missing.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Yeah, you can see when it's that close, players reacting. Just, oh, man, we just missed that one. Maybe they'll get another chance at it.
Now, here's Rozier. Following the miss by DeAndre Ayton. They now take the lead.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix. They want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
Yeah, I felt like they attacked, but with a purpose. They knew what they wanted to accomplish coming in.
Yeah, and talking with the coaching staff, they said in that game, they did a great job of not settling. Keep working the ball around, finding the best look. Let's see if they can keep that up.
Bridges, he's jacked in for Phoenix. That's a 2 from Paul. Trying to end the drought. Tries again. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It goes on Cody Zeller.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
What you love about Crowder, he gives you a little bit of everything at both ends.
I mean, defensively, he'll take on anybody. He's smart, draws a lot of charges. Offensively, he can stretch the floor, and he'll make the extra pass. He's also an opportunistic rebounder.
2 shots. Relax on the first.
Free throw good, Crowder. And both free throws good from Crowder. Now Rozier. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Milwaukee. Washington kicks the ball. Here's Zeller. He can't get that one to fall. Some solid defense from Ayton.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
A lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the and one, and this time they're not backing off.
A tough cover out there. You want to close out hard on Hayward, but you also have to respect his ability to take you off the bounce.
Now here's Paul. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. No good from Booker. Hornets leading by 3. Rozier finds Zeller. That's good, and it's Rozier with the assist. Rozier's got 3 assists in the game. Here's Ayton, and Ayton throws it down.
The coaching staff really likes it when Ayton looks to be aggressive, take advantage of guys who have no way physically to match up.
Charlotte's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Rozier for 3. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Crowder's got 4 rebounds in this game. To the middle. Booker dishes to Ayton. His shot is good. Scores his 3rd basket in 6 tries. Shooting 50%.
Well, again, with that kind of size, DeAndre Ayton is going to draw some fouls and does not shy away from contact.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hornets. And going against Phoenix, their first meeting of the season.
Yeah, and they put up a goose egg last year when they played this team twice.
So a whole new group on the floor now for Charlotte. Now a chance to take a look at some numbers for Gordon Hayward.
And the biggest takeaway when you look at his numbers is how good his three-point shooting has been the past 5 games. He's finding the open spots on the perimeter, and when he's getting good looks, boy, he is not missing.
And so Wanamaker will bring it up for Charlotte. Got a piece of it. Bridges with the steal. Down low. Here's Ayton. That puts them in the lead. Ayton's got 8 points.
Oh, man, this would be a different ball game if they didn't have this type of scoring to rely on.
For Charlotte, they've gone an even 50% from the field. They are 7 of 14 for the game. Biombo, the pass to Graham. Out to the right wing. Monk, no one around him. And once again, off the mark by Charlotte.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way. Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the mobile 1 block.
The defensive awareness, the timing, when you have to face a defender that can reject you like that, it can alter your approach.
Off the inbound pass. Goes back up. Second shot opportunity. And Ayton with the nice bucket inside. He's got 10.
You know, if Ayton continues to play with that kind of effort, possession by possession, he's a real tough cover.
Wanamaker the pass to Biombo. Back to Wanamaker. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And he wanted everybody in the building to feel that ferocity.
And we did.
Yeah.
And we felt it. Even over here we felt it. Now here's Kaminsky. Passes it to Ayton. Biombo with the block. And they get it back. Just 5 to shoot. Another shot. Here's Kaminsky. And finished off by Kaminsky.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
Oh, his competitiveness right now is why the teammates love him.
And here are the Hornets now after the Suns pick up 2. And the call will be against Langston Galloway. That is his first foul of the game. Here's the pass to Biyombo. And here is Graham. Had a tough time getting anything going against the Bucks. He was a non-factor. 6 on the shot clock. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
The Hornets shooting their first free throw attempt on the night. Saric is checked in for 8. And that one falls for Graham. Greg, who would you choose as the best defenders of the NBA pick and roll?
Oof. That is a tough one. This will surprise some people. Nikola Jokic is one of the better big men defending the pick and roll, in part because of his instincts. You know, he doesn't impress me in terms of his physical attributes, but his mind, the ability to anticipate, having a sense of how perimeter players play the game. He's a guy that's terrific. I'll give you an oldie but goodie in Andre Iguodala. He's still terrific. And I pick bigger guys because you've got to be able to switch that and guard smaller players. And, you know, at the center and the swing position, those are two guys that still are very reliable.
Now, here's Biyombo. 11 points for him in that last game against the Bucks in Milwaukee. Phoenix has gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. Poked loose. Here's Bridges. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And a moment here to see the numbers for Bridges. Averaging about 11 points, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds. We know that he can come up with the occasional big play, but his overall numbers haven't been impressive.
There is a bit of a feeling they're all looking to him to step up, and they know he's capable of doing it right now, just not getting it done.
First free throw is good.
Mikal Bridges, I think one of those talents coming out of college where a lot of teams expected him to have a 10 or 12-year career playing a great role as a two-way player in the NBA.
Both good from the line that time.
Well, a great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
Here's Wanamaker. 8 points his last outing. Biyombo, the pass to Graham. And again, the Hornets missing.
Well, he wants that one over again. I guarantee that. Nobody's even in the neighborhood.
Bridges inside. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. And now the fast break. Bridges with the ball. Launches the 3. Bridges with the board. Bridges has got his 4th rebound in this one. 1:10 left in the first quarter of the game. He doesn't hit that one. Now Charlotte takes it the other way. A fast break now for Charlotte. And there's Bridges on the assist by Monk. Bridges has got the game tied up here for Charlotte.
Adept at maintaining his balance on the way up. Bridges, a strong player who can play through contact.
Kaminsky kicks to Galloway. Deflects the pass. And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession. Just 5 on the clock. Johnson for 3. That's Biyombo with the rebound. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Monk dishes to Bridges, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
There's Galloway. Graham defending. Galloway taking his time here. To the inside. Saric. That's good. And so Galloway with the assist.
Saric, one of those guys with size and a combination of a deft touch. And in close, he's effective.
Three-pointer. Graham. He can't get it to go. Tie game here in Charlotte. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And a tremendous offensive catalyst, Chris Paul recently talked about the defensive side.
First and foremost, we just got to do better. And I think the first place where we need to improve is on the defensive end. We've played so many close games this year. It's like we try to make every game interesting.
Spoken like a future head coach, Greg.
And when it comes to closing, CP3 wants to leave nothing to chance.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. Looking at what we've seen from the Hornets, what do you think?
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
That defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
Miles Bridges is out there with Monk. And there's Bismack Biyombo. Then there's Devontae Graham. And it's Wanamaker in at the shooting guard. So that's who Charlotte starts the second with.
Excels at driving to the basket. Bridges making the D get physical with him when he penetrates.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one misses. Greg, so many people know your story. Born and raised in Las Vegas. It must have been an amazing feeling then to lead UNLV to its only championship.
I mean, Kevin, playing in front of so many people has its pros and cons.
Right.
But to be a part of that 1990 championship team and the only one we've been able to hoist and to have my jersey hanging in that rafter, it's humbling, and yes, it brings back a lot of fond memories.
Like historically good, right? When you think of that team, what that meant, it has a historic place.
It does. We felt like we were able to etch our mark in terms of the lures of the game of college basketball.
Here's Graham. After the basket by Dario Saric. Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. Here's Craig. And the rebound goes to the Hornets.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
And part of yet another great Kentucky recruiting class, Monk declared along with De'Aaron Fox, Bam Adebayo, 2 other 5-stars. I mean, talk about an NBA factory. That school is always competitive.
And Monk made second-team All-American in his only year with the Wildcats, looking unstoppable on many occasions.
I mean, he just overwhelmed college opponents with his athleticism. But you get to the NBA, you find out how many great athletes are in this league. That's when you have to retool aspects of your game, which is what Monk is in the process of doing.
First one falls for him.
There's a quiet confidence that Monk seems to play with. You can see he just feels like nobody can guard him. Kid just plays with an edge.
Here's what Charlotte's going with right now. Zeller, he's checked in for Biyombo, and Ball subbed in for Brad Wanamaker. That one falls, so he hits both of them. The Suns trailer. Craig passes to Galloway. Now here's Saric. Pass to Craig. Three-pointer. That shot is off. The Hornets shooting at 44%. Pretty reasonable. With the tip. Zeller dishes to Monk. And Zeller kicks to Monk. Zeller trying to free himself up, and it's Monk that time on the assist by Zeller. And the Hornets lead by 3. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Sharch finds Galloway. Back to Sharch. Suns moving the ball around, and stolen by Graham. And it's Ball in the corner. Rebounded by Kaminsky.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
It's stolen by Monk. 5-on-3 break. And then Monk with the dunk.
And how about Monk there? You better get in front of him when he's in attack mode. If you allow him to get to that launching pad, it is too little, too late.
Here's Galloway. No points in the game yet for him. The Hornets pull it in. Zeller's got 9 rebounds now tonight. To the paint. Ball feeling it out a bit. Kicks to Graham. Pass to Bridges from deep. That one misses. Now the Suns take it the other way. Johnson right side. Passes it to Craig. Here's Galloway. Now Kaminsky. He's covered by Zeller. They need this one. Good on that shot. And with that, the Hornet lead is cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from Kaminsky.
It would take some very special defense to stop him once he gets that close to the bucket, and they weren't special that time.
Now here's Graham. He's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Phoenix calls timeout.
Trying to snap them out of this little slump.
Well, they can't find the net right now, and all they need, I think, is just to get one to go, get back on track.
And some changes here for the Hornets. P.J. Washington, he's checked in for Bridges. Hayward comes in for Malik Monk. And it's Rozier in for Devontae Graham. And the Suns here with a different look. Ayton, he's checked in for Frank Kaminsky. Crowder comes in for Sharch. Devin Booker, he's checked in for Johnson. And Paul subbed in for Langston Galloway. He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Free throw good, Booker. Hey, Greg, if you could coach one team right now, who would it be?
Whew, that's a tough one. Clippers, Lakers, Bucks. You know what? I would probably go Lakers or Bucks because you would have an opportunity to coach someone who arguably might be considered the best to ever play the game. Because I think Giannis is trending in that direction, and LeBron obviously already is.
How about a guy like Kemba Walker and coaching the Celtics, having him to do what you want to do on the floor?
Oh, he'd be brilliant. And
yeah.
Kemba, one of the most underrated leaders in our game. Great human being.
Well, this is why the teammates for Booker are loving him. He keeps working on his ability to find the open teammate.
Charlotte in the lead. Now here's Ball. 11 points for him in that last game against the Bucks in Milwaukee.
Felt like he had a sense in that game that the defense was being over-aggressive, and he tried to take advantage of that. He continually frustrated them throughout the night and got to the free throw line.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
72% at the line this season. He has yet to set himself apart in that department.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And that one falls for Zeller.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Paul against Rozier. Paul passes to Booker. And the dunk by Booker.
Yeah, Booker filling it up quickly here tonight. You got to respect the versatility especially how dangerous he is on the offensive end.
So it's the Hornets now. It's a three-point game. Ball dishes to Zeller. He kicks to Hayward. It's hauled in by the Suns. Ayton's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Down low. Here's Paul. Looking for Crowder. He gets it there. Excellent D there from Ball. Hornets leading by 3. Rozier the pass to Washington. Zeller trying to free himself up. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on Ayton. Greg, maybe not the tallest big in the league, but Washington's reach is the great equalizer.
He stands only 6'7", but that 7'2" wingspan, it allows him to play big, snatch rebounds in traffic, and make contested shots in the paint. I think the young fella's got a bright future.
And he makes the first. He hits both from the stripe. Suns trail by 5. Booker looking around. Out to the right wing. Here's Paul. That's tipped. They recover it. Ayton kicks to Paul. Trains the three-pointer.
Got to make a decision quick sometimes, and Chris Paul does that on the catch and shoot.
And here's Rozier. He brings it up for the Hornets. Outside, Ball. Rozier the pass to Washington. And here's Hayward. 6 to shoot. Shoots from the elbow. Second chance shot. And Zeller with the lay-in. Zeller's got 11 points.
As the game has gone along, they've gotten more and more aggressive on the backboard.
Suns trail by 4. Paul outside. Booker outside. Zeller grabs the board. Zeller's got 14 rebounds tonight, going after. And the shot is long.
Teammates right now covering up for the type of off performance he's having. In terms of scoring, this has not been his best night.
Ayton. Zeller grabs the board.
That might not be the shot they want him taking, even with the D backing off.
No good from Booker. Charlotte leading by 4. Outside, Ball. Poked away. And up the court come the Suns on the break. Here's Booker and Hayward with the block. And now Ball pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed. He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going. Well, DeAndre Ayton is a walking double-double. This guy has a huge physical advantage on the nights that he's playing other bigs, whether that's by his size or his ability to run the floor. And if he comes out with an aggressive mentality, he could really punish some teams throughout the course of a regular season.
And the first one at the line is good. And some think that Ayton has a chance to be in a class with some of the great big men we've seen, be it Ewing or Robinson, Hakeem. I mean, those are very lofty standards. Brent, how does he get there, though?
It's a great question. I think when you talk about it, Kevin, you got to look at the defensive end. And those names that you just mentioned on a nightly basis were a force behind anybody on the perimeter. When they came into that house, it was defended. If Ayton gets there, he's got a big opportunity.
Now, here's Rozier. Over Paul. And it's Rozier missing. Suns trail by 4. Here's Booker. Lays it up and banks it in. Booker's got 14.
That is a fearless take right there from Devin Booker. The defense bodies him up, but excellent there, finishing off the drive.
And so it's Charlotte with it. Rozier looking around. The pass to Wanamaker. Here's Biyombo. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And he comes up with the deuce. Phoenix has gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Booker the pass to Bridges. Over in the corner, Paul. And the rebound goes to the Hornets.
This feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
Now here's Rozier. To the middle. Pass to Wanamaker. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Got a piece of it. Bridges with it. Goes back up. Finally gets one to fall. He's now 1 for 5 with his first make.
Great effort level on the glass as Bridges is in there mixing it up.
And the Hornets call time here.
And let's take a look at the numbers for Devin Booker. 6th in scoring, 18th in free throw percentage, and he's among the top 20 players in three-point field goal percentage. He has been locked and loaded from beyond.
And you noted it. His points per game average is unreal right now. He's literally propping up the team's offense, scoring whenever they need him to. Now, here's Rozier. And again, the Hornets missing. Booker outside. The feed to Paul. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, you just have to be careful when you're guarding Chris Paul. He's very, very clever getting to the free throw line.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
And the first one drops.
Just such leadership that Chris Paul brings every night to the floor. It commands your respect and the opponent's respect, and it's making everyone around him better right now.
Miles Bridges, he's checked in for the Hornets. And Phoenix also making a switch. Kaminsky, he's checked in for DeAndre Ayton. And it's tied up with that one. Charlotte has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Wanamaker looking over the floor. Pass to Bridges. Rozier up top. All sorts of time. And no good that time. So Phoenix will take it the other way. Paul goes in. Tries again. Here's Crowder. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. The Suns have made a mistake at the line yet. 10 of 10. And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point. Devontae Graham's checked in for the Hornets. And the Suns making a change here as well. Charge is checked in.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Pass to Washington. Graham against Booker. And it's Graham missing. On offense, here are the Suns. They're on a 10-2 run here. Right side, Crowder. Bridges for three. Bridges with the board.
They've been able to have some team success in this game despite what's been an awful shooting night for them.
1:16 left to play in the first half. The pass to Wanamaker. Shoots over Bridges. They get it back. And at last, they get one to fall.
He seems to be in the right place at the right time more often than anybody that's on the court here tonight. We see that pay off.
Bridges kicks to Booker. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Bridges misses. And so Graham will bring it up for the Hornets. Wanamaker, a three-pointer off the mark. 30 seconds left in the first half of the game. Now Kaminsky. He averages about 5 points a game. Booker trying to free himself up, and that one is good. Bridges has got 6.
Bridges showing off his athleticism. He's able to get in there at full speed and still score.
The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Washington's got it all tied up now for the Hornets.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Near the three-point line, it's Booker. And the first half comes to a close in a tie game. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, and welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here. If your name is Shaquille O'Neal, raise your hand, please. If your name is Shaquille O'Neal, raise your hand, please. I guess Shaq's not here today. If your name is Kenny the Jet Smith, raise your hand, please. There. And I'm Kevin Harlan. The first quarter for the Hornets was fairly even. At its highest, their lead topped out at 5 points. They're in good position at the half after a second quarter that was dead even in scoring. Kenny, your thoughts on the Hornets' first half?
Well, they were determined to win the physical battle tonight. And if you look at the rebounding numbers, they are winning it. Now, that's great. All of those bodies crashing on the boards, that's the physicality and the mental edge that you need in this game.
And Shaq, what'd you think about Phoenix?
Their shooting rhythm was off, under 40%. Some of that was shot selection. Some of it was the defense stepping up. My guess is we'll see some significant changes as things get going in the second half. Increasing off-the-ball activity, making the extra pass, and trying to get better looks.
And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin and the crew.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You know, guys, Devin Booker has been exceptional here.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. And Phoenix looking who they've got on the floor. We've got Booker. Jay Crowder out there with DeAndre Ayton. Then it's Chris Paul. And it's Craig in at the 3 spot. Charlotte shooting a lackluster 38% for the game, struggling so far. They get the rebound. Zeller passes the ball. Washington with it for the lead. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And this break gives us a moment to look at the leading playmakers among rookies for the past 10 games. LaMelo Ball, number 1.
And the assist numbers the past few weeks have shown how well he's fitting in chemistry-wise for this team.
And that drops, so they now lead by 1. Both shots good from the stripe. And here's Booker. Kicks it to Paul. Here's Ayton, and Ayton throws it down.
It's one thing to get to your spots. It's another thing to shoot with that kind of rhythm. And DeAndre Ayton in one right now.
Ayton's gone 6 of 11 tonight. More makes than misses. Ball finds Hayward. Back to Ball. To the inside. Washington. Crowder pulls it in. Crowder's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done.
You talk about things at halftime, and then you come out and you go 0 for 3. I'm sure that wasn't up on the board.
Now here's Ayton. 14 points for him. Shot clock at 6. Back to Booker. Stolen by Ball. 90 seconds now into the second half. Misses from short range.
Not sure they realize it's not halftime anymore. 4 attempts, and they're still looking for their first bucket.
No good from outside.
Ouch. 5 shots without a make. That's a really ragged start coming out of halftime.
Boy, that was a momentum killer to start last season, wasn't it, Greg? 25-game suspension for DeAndre Ayton.
And he sprained his ankle in his return game. The Suns at full strength, able to win some games. He's obviously a huge part of their future. They are just killing them on the interior.
For Charlotte, they've gone 0 of 5 to the start of the second quarter. Extremely cold shooting coming out of the locker room. Hayward against Crowder. Good work defensively by Crowder. The Suns leading. Paul outside. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter.
And the execution has just been off defensively here in the second. Play after play, it's almost as if they're a step slow.
And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Charlotte Hornets. With some arc, and the rejection by Ayton. And up the court come the Suns on the break. And he misses the fast break layup. A tight game here in Charlotte. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
Crowder slams it in.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense.
Charlotte calls timeout.
And they're allowing too many points in the paint. Coach is going to let them hear about it.
Yeah, coach knows that. They know that. In the timeout, they're going to hear about it, make the adjustment.
And the Hornets making a change here. Monk's checked in. Johnson, he's checked in for the Suns. Langston Galloway comes in for Paul. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Charlotte moving it around. And with that shot, the Suns' lead is cut down to 4 on the bucket from Monk.
Anytime Monk gets room to shoot, especially inside, he's such a crafty guard who you want to see pulling the trigger from inside.
Booker. That's good, and so Galloway with the assist. Galloway has got his 3rd assist on the night.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
These guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assisting.
And when everyone's involved offensively, it has a way of helping you on the defensive side as well.
Now, here's Ball. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. 5 to shoot. From deep. And it's Rozier missing. On offense, here are the Suns. Big stretch here going 10-2. Galloway, the pass to Johnson. A rebound by Washington. Hornets trail by 6. Inside. And it's Ball, that time on the assist by Monk. Monk's got his 3rd assist on the night.
And how about Monk there scanning the floor for the open teammate? That's how you develop a trust from your teammates.
Now here's Booker. 16 points for him. He feeds it to Ayton. Trains it from 9 feet away. Ayton's got the lead up to 6 now for the Suns.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Charlotte's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Booker against Ball. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Ayton's.
But his shooting this quarter has to be a huge concern, especially when they're behind like this. Can he find a rhythm?
And just tax a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. Here's Rozier. Fires from the line. Phoenix grabs the miss. When this game is done, they'll be off to Orlando, and they'll take on the Magic. That'll be game 2 of 4 straight on the road. Hornets trail by 8. Outside, Ball. That's good, and it's Rozier with the assist. Rozier's got 6 assists now in the game.
It's good to see Rozier improving as a playmaker. Passes like this help make his guys better players.
And Ayton throws it down.
And kind of par for the course here, right? Coming through with a solid offensive game to help them get this lead.
Charlotte has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Rozier kicks to Washington. Monk for 3. That one no good. And Phoenix the other way now. There's Galloway. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. He dishes it to Ayton. Stolen by Ball. Oh, and here comes Rozier all alone. The fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
The lightning quickness of Rozier proving how dangerous he is when the break is on.
Phoenix calls timeout. And some changes here for the Hornets. Biombo, he's checked in for P.J. Washington. Bridges comes in for Ball. And Devontae Graham subbed in for Terry Rozier. And for the Suns, Frank Kaminsky, he's checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Saric comes in for Torrey Craig. And it's Bridges in for Devin Booker. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And a quick look at how the Suns' schedule is shaping up. On Sunday, they'll go up against the Magic in Orlando. And then on Monday, they'll be facing Steven Adams and the New Orleans Pelicans.
And Kevin, I think you have to look at this as an opportunity to take a step forward. Sometimes tough road trips can bring the best out of a team and bring you closer together.
That free throw good from Galloway. And so he hits both. Now here's Graham. 5 points in the game. Pass to Monk. Puts up a 3. Rebound by the Suns. Kaminsky's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Bridges finds Saric. Kicks it out to Johnson. Launches it. Knocks down the 3 ball. Johnson's got himself on the board with 3 there.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot the D can afford to give him.
Graham with the ball. Pass to Bridges. Here's Monk. Some solid defense from Šarić.
It wouldn't surprise me to see him find his touch and still be a factor. Don't count them out yet.
There's Galloway. In the corner, it's Bridges. It's Biyombo with the rebound. Biyombo's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Bridges. Here's Zeller. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. Zeller's got 13.
And the offense has just operated really smoothly here in the open floor.
They've done very, very well in transition. The problems have come in other areas, which is why they're trailing.
There's Galloway. Bridges inside the three-point line. And it's good off the back rim and in. He's got 8.
And Šarić, just one of those European players that comes over with the fundamentals. Beautiful play there.
Now Monk. He's got 8. Graham dishes to Monk. Clock at 6. Got a hand on it.
What instincts there as Šarić is able to get in there and challenge his opponent.
Here's Johnson. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Yeah, exceptional play there to take the bump and still get it to fall. And the Phoenix Suns criticized for trading down 5 picks to select Cameron Johnson at 11 back in 2019. Many felt that was a reach.
Well, there were a lot of people who were predicting that Cam was going to be towards the back end of the first round even, and a clear case for a Phoenix Suns team who was dead last in three-point percentage, drafting for a need in Cam Johnson.
And that one falls for Johnson. And so it's Charlotte with it, trailing by 13. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Wanamaker misses. The Suns shooting the ball at 42%. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. There will be a subtle but significant change on the court this season. Wilson is now the official basketball supplier for the NBA and its affiliated leagues. In fact, they were the association's original supplier starting in 1946. Now, after a nearly 4-decade hiatus, Wilson reclaims that position. Guys, back to you.
We appreciate that, David. Thank you. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile One block?
And read the plate perfectly. Gets himself in the air at the right moment. Terrific denial.
So it's Phoenix now. Phoenix leading by 15. Here's Bridges. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That's on Miles Bridges.
If Bridges attacks with that kind of force, it's really hard to not foul him.
These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
And Phoenix making a change here. Paul's checked in. Both free throws good from Bridges. Hornets trail by 17. And here is Graham. He's got 5. The dish to Biyombo. Here's Wanamaker, covered by Šarić. They get it back. Bridges has gotten only 2 of his 8 attempts to fall from the floor. Paul against Bridges. Paul outside. Here's Saric. Off target with his three.
Yeah, and he had the D tangled up there with that patented crossover. Just couldn't convert the finish.
And it's slammed in by Bridges.
Aggressive, just an attacker. Bridges wants the rock, especially near the rim.
Now, here's Bridges. 10 points for him. Here's Paul. It's deflected. Bridges with it. Graham in the corner. Rebounded by Kaminsky. Kaminsky's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Johnson finds Paul. And the call will be against Brad Wanamaker. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Gordon Hayward's checked in for Monk. Jay Crowder's checked in for Phoenix. .104 left in the 3rd. And Paul gets it to go in.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Hornets trail by 17. Here's Graham. 5 points in the game. Wanamaker the pass to Biyombo. Crowder with the steal. Now, here's Bridges. He's guarded closely. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
2 shots. Foul.
And Bridges really likes to get to the interior and earn himself some opportunities from the charity stripe.
So far, he's hit all of his shots at the foul line, going 4 for 4. And that one falls for Bridges. Ball's checked in for the Hornets. Both free throws good from Bridges. 41 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter. Graham surveying the floor. Out of bounds. Phoenix will take possession. Suns leading by 19. Now Bridges. He's got 12. Paul for 3. Rebound, Gordon Hayward.
Yeah, the three-pointer has not been his weapon in this one. He had 1 in the 1st quarter and still 0 here in the 2nd.
Here's Ball. And Ball slams it in.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come. Oh, and he got it!
Did that beat the buzzer, Kevin?
Yes!
Wow.
Yes!
Wow, what a way to finish up the quarter.
That's an incredible shot there. Just let it fly, take a chance, and somehow that one goes in.
And so it's the Phoenix Suns closing out the quarter with a 20-point lead. Their defense has been active and effective. And we'll be right back after this. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Suns leading by 20. We've got Bridges. Ball out there with Devontae Graham. And there's Bismack Biyombo. And it's Hayward in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the lineup for Charlotte. That one goes. Count it.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Paul against Graham. Passes it to Hayward.
Sometimes you just have an off night, guys, and that's what we've seen so far.
Here's Sharch, and the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for Charlotte. Been a lot of talk, Greg, about in-season tournaments in the NBA to spur fan interest. The proposal was tabled for a bit. What are your thoughts on that?
You know, cash prizes for the players and coaching staffs, that always seems like a good idea. I just wonder, Kevin, if they're going to be any cash prizes for the broadcasters. Because now I think they're on to something if we could get that, you know. But in all seriousness, we see that in soccer, right? And it seems to work well. And I think if it can spur some more interest from fans, then I'd be all for it.
Yeah, the fans love it watching soccer. And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. Suns leading by 21.
Whose man is DB? Get there, get there.
And here's Booker. Booker draws the double. That's tipped. Paul passes to Crowder. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got his 5th assist in this one.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
Charlotte shooting a pretty low 34% thus far. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Ball, the pass to Hayward. Off target from three-point range.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Right side Crowder. Shot from 16 and too long on the shot. For Charlotte, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. No one near Rozier as he lets it fly. Bangs home the trifecta.
Well, that equals his 3-point total from the first half. He had 1 before the break, and that's his first 3 of this half.
Booker draws the double. Ball against Rozier. Back to Booker. It's deflected. And here comes Hayward, leading the fast break. And Charlotte again with the bucket.
Just picture perfect form on that jumper. Hayward's just so fundamentally strong.
A nice shot by Booker. Booker's got 20 points.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Paul against Rozier. Game continues to evolve, Greg. Any changes in particular that you do not like?
That's a great question. You know, I'd like to see the replay review streamlined a little bit better. I wouldn't mind a touch more physicality being allowed in the game, but as much as we tend to complain, the one thing I have learned is if you're honest, you go back, we always complain. I don't care what the era is. Nobody's ever truly happy, and I'm not going to spend all my time worrying about that stuff, partner. I'm just going to enjoy the game that we are all so fortunate enough to be able to watch.
Totally agree. Here's Paul, and the shot goes in. Paul's got 11 in the second half.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Hornets trail by 20. Now here's Ball. And Ball slams it in.
Yeah, that's one way to get back into this game. Keep getting him the ball and let him make the shots.
And the Suns call time here.
Whether things are good, bad, or indifferent, coaches will have adjustments to make throughout the course of the game.
Yeah, not just there to pump up or to discipline players. You got to make sure that the coach makes the proper adjustments and has his team in the right mindset to carry it out.
Charlotte making a switch here. Zeller's checked in. Ayton, he's checked in for the Suns. Torrey Craig comes in for Bridges. Paul passes to Booker. Here's Craig over Hayward. Craig, good. Craig's got his first basket.
And you can see they're waking up after what was a sluggish first half for them offensively. They've been much more accurate from the field since halftime.
Zeller dishes to Hayward. And the league taking steps to discourage teams, Greg, from tossing away seasons in search of high draft picks. Has enough been done, you think, in that regard?
We'll see. I tell you, the idea of a play-in
tournament. That's a tough one, isn't it?
For the last few playoff spots, I think that's a good idea, actually. It might keep more teams in the hunt down the stretch. And I think the onus also, if the fans put enough pressure on their teams to try to develop what they have and not always put it on the future, I think that's going to help. But I think you're going to always have a little bit of that moving forward.
And he can't get the first one. And he sinks the second. Suns leading by 21. Paul with the ball. Feeds it to Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
Unselfish play of Chris Paul there. Has a knack for knowing when to get his guys when they're wide open.
The Hornets have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. And Zeller kicks to Rozier. Over in the corner, Washington. That's good, and it's Rozier with the assist. Rozier's got his 7th assist here tonight.
And you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
No good from Booker.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Ball against Paul. Outside, Ball. He kicks it to Zeller. And the pass to Hayward. Just 5 to shoot. To the wing right side. Here's Rozier. With the clock winding down. Second chance shot. And that basket is going to count. Goaltending, the official call.
And that's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
Suns leading by 18.
Yo, watch Chris. I got your help.
Here's Paul. Pass to Craig. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. And the Suns lead by 20.
And not everything fell for them in that first half, and now it looks like they're beginning to hit their stride.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
And I don't know how they keep doing this, but every time down, the resulting possession ends up at the three-point line and a fairly efficient shot attempt at that.
Craig, and right away they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
And he has starting to turn it on now after that slow start.
Now Ball. Greg, after we saw top prospects like LaMelo Ball and R.J. Hampton playing a year in Australia, the NBA G League sweetened the deal to attract those blue chippers to this G League, which I think is a very interesting topic and a very interesting way to go.
It is. You know, I think the salaries now can exceed $500,000, not to mention the endorsement deals. And They're on a single team that's built around their needs. Certainly an enticing option for those who want to skip the college route.
Does this affect colleges, in your opinion, in their recruiting?
Not at all. You're going to love your school no matter who plays for them, especially if you're winning.
Greg, you played against some terrific players, including the late, great Kobe Bryant. I'd love to hear your thoughts on playing against Kobe.
I mean, his passing is still tough, I'm sure, for many to deal with because he was just taken from us at such a young age. But this guy was a ferocious competitor and someone who showed us in life and in tragedy that you need to make the most of every moment that we have here. You know, I just appreciated to really the fans getting to know Kobe once his career was over, because I think he was able to let his guard down a little bit and show us a lighter side, a more compassionate side.
That is an excellent point.
Oh, and look at how well he led him in there. Really, he passed him open for that deuce.
So Rozier will bring it up for Charlotte. Greg, you know, we're seeing players take control of their free agent destiny. Do players get a bad rap for that and switching teams?
Listen, I don't know if you get a bad rap, but you're going to catch the wrath of the fan base. You think of Paul George in Indy or KD in OKC, and fans, they're going to feel jilted. There's no doubt about it. They're going to feel scorned.
Yeah. Six on the shot clock.
Man, when a guy like Chris Paul is hustling out there, it's going to inspire the rest of the team, blitzing the shooters well with his quickness.
Crowder, the pass to Ayton, and Ayton throws it down.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Hayward outside.
Well, after an impressive first half, he's just not been able to get the room or get anything going here in the second.
Booker against Ball from past the arc. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Hayward outside. Pass to Washington. Zeller, nice persistence to tip it back up and in. Zeller's got 19 points.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. Ball passes to Ayton and stolen by Zeller. And now Ball pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
Paul kicks to Crowder. And good. He got the English that time as it falls. Crowder's got 4 points now in the quarter.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
Here's Zeller, and it's Phoenix with the rebound. Ayton's got his 18th rebound here tonight, all over the place. 1:27 left in the fourth. Kicks it out to Booker. That one's not going to go. Excellent D there from Ball.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Phoenix.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And with this effort tonight, grabbing their 8th win of the year.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for DeAndre Ayton.
Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
So it's the Hornets now, 6 to shoot. Ball finds Zeller. Charlotte needs to get a shot up, but they recover it.
Yeah, maybe a little luck, maybe a little bit of heart. Both of those at play here. He's getting every offensive rebound.
And that one falls for Zeller. And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor. And so Zeller nails both of them. And Phoenix has possession. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. "20 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Johnson in the corner. Clock at 6. Takes a 3. Hornets with the rebound. Martin the pass to Wanamaker. So it's the Suns winning easily here. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Chris, big win tonight. What do you think was the biggest factor?
I mean, I don't know. You know, it was just our defense. You know, obviously our offense fed off of it. Guys made open shots, but I think we really locked down defensively, and that's what we're trying to make sure is that we're a defensive team every night.
Well, you were a defensive team tonight, Chris. Thanks for your time. Kevin?
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. So long and good night, everyone.